Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What's up, cousins? What is going on? Let me go ahead and try to fix this screen. I don't know why it always shows up in the little mode, but let me go ahead and fix it real quick. That should have did it. What's going on, good people? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Brother Cliff? CD Nelson. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hold on one second. Give me one second because they actually restricted my account on 3 of my other pages the other night, the other night we were live. So I need to share it a different way. I sold another website today. My momentum is critical, period. Let's go, let's go. Wish I had a little sound bar. I think I do. Hold on. Because if I do, we about to go ahead and make some noise. Let me see if I got that little sound bar over here. Where are you? Widgets. Let's see. Nah. Let me find it because I seen it. Trust and believe. Oh, here we go. Let me see if this works. Yes. Okay, and another one. Yes. Yes. Congratulations. I love to hear that. Momentum, dedication, that's what's up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. I'm not just keeping y'all in silence. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and let me play this intro song while I'm getting everything set up. It would be rest to go. Let's see. Well, as long as I help, that's what I'm talking about. As long as I can help, that is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I helped another individual. Y'all see that? I'm going to highlight it on the screen, okay? My cousin said he made another sale today, okay? Y'all go ahead and say, congratulations. Because everybody can do it, but everybody don't want to do it. It feels good when you pay your own self. It feels good when you make your own money, okay? No other hands involved. Shout out to you. Hold on, I'm still sharing this. I just got a couple places more as soon as it posts. Then I'm gonna get my cousins over here on the camera, and we're gonna get straight to it, okay? Sorry that I gotta go this way, but I told y'all, when they come for me, I come back. Period. Let me go ahead and share this now. Right there. No, go back. Sorry, changes. Oh, it don't let you share to multiple groups. Hold on. Okay. Let me share here. These people be doing too much. If I can, you can. Yes, yes, yes. 100%. Put it over here. Let me put it over here. Think we'll be good from there. Put it over here. All right. We'll let y'all hear this banger. Okay. And if y'all don't recognize the voice, just let me let you know now. This is your girl. This is my song. Okay.
Hey. Whole atmosphere shifting.
Hold on. Let me turn this up. Let me turn this up. Let me turn this up. All right. Let's roll.
Hey. Whole atmosphere shifting. The disruptor here. When I walk in, structure shake. Whole room low, something changed. Oil heavy, can't duplicate. Kingdom pressure in my way. I'm Dr. Tawana World, the disruptor. I came to tear them structures down. I'm Dr. Tawana World, the disruptor. Whole atmosphere shifting now. Kingdom pressure, kingdom fire. Every giant going quiet. Kingdom pressure, kingdom fire. Watch the whole room shift tonight. I don't step regular, I step anointed. Whole lot of warfare, still appointed. Built for pressure, built for smoke. Devil tried it, still got exposed. I came to dismantle lies, break systems, shift minds, take territory, possess land. Kingdom business, God's plan. I don't fear darkness, I apply pressure. Hold heaven back in every gesture. Oil on me, can't fake this. Whole room shift when grace hit. Left, right. Kingdom soldiers fall in line. Flags up, war cry. Let the whole camp come alive. Dr. Tawana World, the disruptor. I came to tell the
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Kingdom fire. Watch the atmosphere shift right now.
That's what's up. All right, y'all. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. Straight up, straight up, straight up. Hope all is well with my cousins. Welcome, welcome, welcome to you all that are tuning in from YouTube to the left and Instagram to the right. Welcome. If you are here for the first time, welcome in. If you are returning, welcome back. Okay? I'm going to kindly ask you that you share because these people just don't like the message. They don't want to let captives free. I'm not mad at them. They're doing their job. I'm doing my job. When I stop doing my job, it's a problem. Okay? I can't be mad at them for doing their job, trying to oppose. Okay? My part is just to keep on standing. So with that being said, because they don't like how I speak and what I speak about, which is liberation, I am here to disrupt. You just heard the song. Okay? They don't like that. They don't like people that they have had in captivity for hundreds and hundreds of years working for them, making them money, making them rich, making them wealthy, making them everything that they have been. And then you got some little old colored girl coming on around the corner and telling the slaves, you free to leave, silly. They don't like that. So they suppress my content. They won't be after that good old warfare prayer. They won't be. You guys will see Meta hit with another lawsuit. Every time they touch me, God's going to touch their pockets. So, with that being said, please go ahead and share this. Copy the link. Make sure you engage in the comments. If you don't want to share by copying it, cool. You don't got to. But what I am going to ask you to do is go ahead and be active in the comments, because as you engage with the video, it will be pushed into the algorithm. It'll land up on somebody's feed. If you on Facebook, share it on Facebook just to piss them off. Instagram family, go ahead. Okay, go ahead and share this to your story. However you got to do it. We finna roll. We about to roll. All right. Let me make sure I got what I need and we about to take off. All right. Turn it down, then. And thank you for sharing. I appreciate you. Okay, I want to open this up right here real quick. Let me log out of this account. Father. There's a whole lot of going on. Let me get it together. I thought I was already logged into this other page. My apologies. I absolutely want to pull something up so y'all can see what's really happening, because mainstream media is not going to report this. It's just not. Yes, it's me. Let me in. Thank you, please. It's me. Yes, allow. Thank you. All right, let me get this pulled up, because I got to let y'all see this. Now, I shared with y'all the other day the one about the nurse, the male nurse making good money. You know, those nurses make about $35 to $40 an hour, making good money, working long shifts, and got on this good old here internet and told everybody that he is one of millions that is struggling. Appreciate you. And now we got another. There's so many of these. There's a lot of these. Okay. Let's see if I can get through at least one or two. Come on, man. Yes, this is a trusted device. Let me in. Oh, my goodness. You know it's a trusted device. Wow. All right, let me pull this up. Here we go. Go. I'm going to be in and out, and I got some opportunities you don't want to miss out. So stay to the end. It will not be long. Hey, quiet. Quiet, Revelation. Excuse me. Y'all know I work from home, okay? I will get Miss Revelation and Redemption together real quick, especially if she's trying to get beyond herself. Let me let this man tell us first how bad American people are doing, and why you ain't got time to be waiting and relying upon these people who don't care about you. There is so much news. CDC back on they bull crap. 117 people quarantined, not from the hantavirus, but some other kind of virus. They set the stage. Meanwhile, all of that is happening. You got Donald Trump talking about he about to send 10 billion of our American dollars to his border peace. All these foreign leaders, I need y'all to wake up. Money is just being stolen from us. And this is how the American people are. Congressmen, congresswomen, political figures, celebrities, you name it, nurses, everybody is coming out saying the same thing. This does not have to be you unless you wanted to. Turn the volume up, and I'm just going to let y'all hear over here on Instagram.
It's a living emergency. The American people are drowning, dead.
We are in a cost of living emergency. We cannot afford to live. The American people is drowning. Listen to what he is saying. I'm going to play it twice. Do not think you safe. Don't play it safe in this hour, because this is the truth of the matter.
And in bills, we know from the data that inflation has now surged to 3.8%, the highest in 3 years. We also know that gas and diesel prices are skyrocketing. We have record high diesel prices, the highest in the history of the United States, in Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. And what are Trump and Republicans doing about this? What are they focused on? Well, a $1 billion White House ballroom, a giant arch in Washington, D.C. to honor Trump, and putting Trump's face on U.S. passports. We have a cost of living emergency. The American people are drowning, debt, and in bills. We know from the data that inflation.
Data is telling them that American people are drowning. They're not even swimming at this point. They're drowning. Let me go to the next one. Hold on, let me cue it up, because that's just the beginning. Okay, I want you to hear from multiple people what is happening to American society. Hold on, let's pull this one up next. All right, let me share my screen. Boom, boom, boom. Let me blow this up a little bit bigger so you can.
The United States government just went to.
You can see the person speaking. And y'all gonna be able to hear it. Here we go.
Embarrassed to say this, but somebody said it was the age of disclosure and that more people should disclose about how they're doing financially as Americans. So let's just be honest. I work 40 hours a week. I can't afford an apartment. I physically can't afford an apartment. On paper, I can afford it, but after taxes and everything, it will be a strain. But I also can't afford to live in hotel rooms because hotel rooms have gotten way more expensive and they're about the same price as a high dollar apartment. So I've been trying to do that. I am like $30,000 to $40,000 in financial student loan debt because I was trying to get my bachelor's degree to fix my life. Unfortunately, the government decided that a psychology degree wasn't worth it, and so my grant was taken and I don't qualify for student loans anymore because they say that my income to whatever ratio far outweighs how much it would cost to pay back my student loan. So I'm stuck in a dead-end job trying to make it happen. I can't qualify to get an apartment because my credit is bad from when I had a mental breakdown and I quit my job and I had to use my credit cards in order to pay for everything. Then I'm homeless. I am living in hotel rooms or living in my car sometimes if I can't afford a hotel room because I'm trying to pay back all of the stuff on my credit for an apartment that won't even put any of the payments that I make onto my credit. So they use credit as a way in order to qualify you, but they don't actually put any of your payments for you paying your apartment on your credit.
This is exactly how they want all us. Broke, buried in dip, and nowhere to go.
There is so much more where this comes from. There is so many people. I mean, there is so much more of where this comes from. I'm going to find the other one that I want to play. I'm not going to play too many videos, but I mean, you got to look at this one at least. Hold on. And I got to stop it and give my commentary. Hi, sister. Hi. I'm sorry, I'm just seeing your comment now. I'm on another screen. So anybody coming in, if I don't see your comment, as soon as I do, I will acknowledge I'm on another screen. Y'all gotta see this. Y'all gotta see what people out here doing. This is the reason. This is the reason. This is the reason. This is the warning.
The goal, renting used to be the backup plan, but now people are creating a third option just to survive.
Benicio, how long have you been staying in number 66?
A year.
A year now.
And my brother doesn't want to pay him. But he don't like my brother. He's still. He's doing all my stuff here. Where I live. My food, my drinks are there. Glasses.
So you've been staying in here for a year.
Yeah.
So when it gets in the summer,
You need some green glasses?
oh man, appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So in the summer, man, this is metal
Oh, it's hot, man. I have to wait over there all day long
until night.
until night, man.
And if
when
it's even hot right now, it's only 80 degrees
man, I
outside.
know, man. It's terrible.
It's like a sauna.
You can't stand just start sweating here in no time. But in the cold, it's okay. It keeps you from the wind, but it's still cold, man. I got my sleeping bag, my gear is there, my clean bucket, my clean clothes, cases. I got a big case here. I got a sleeping bag just in case.
It's cold because I was about to say when it gets 17 degrees,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is cold, just as cold as outside.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is bad, man. This is bad. But better than nothing.
And this is water hooked up.
Yeah, I can hook it up with
So
water. Oh, it's not hooked up. It don't want.
and you got
no
your
electric.
clothes right here.
Yeah, no electric. Got my clothes in my suit to go to church.
So guys, just for perspective, this is like a storage unit.
Yeah.
So you've been living in like a storage
I was
unit.
3 years old. They were taking care of me. Then they built this, and I helped them build it. But I was just a helper, you know. I'm not an owner. I only got my VA and clean record and pay all my taxes, about $100-something. And
Benicio, you were in
they
the
just blowed up, man.
you were in the military?
Yeah.
What branch?
Army,
Army? How long did you serve?
17.
Wow. 17 years.
Do y'all believe that? This is just the beginning. I'm not going to play the whole video, but that's just one story.
I
VA.
got all that money, and I got no help to get over there and get my money and get me an apartment. Nobody.
So we're going to skip it.
We gotta kick their asses out.
So if you're going to live in a storage unit, you're going to need to be as invisible as you possibly can be. You basically need to be a ghost. If anybody finds out you're here, that's when you start running into trouble. So first of all, I needed power for my unit. So what I did is I ran an
I mean, this whole video is just full of so many stories.
I've also put a mirror up so you can see what you're doing.
This is the new way to rent.
Kitchen,
Look,
I have
look. Trust and believe I'm not laughing at these people, because you understand me, before I sleep on the street, I would sleep in a storage facility. 100%. But can you believe this is America? I just showed you young, old, veteran, working class. People can't afford to live. The man just said we are in a cost of living crisis. We cannot afford to live. We cannot afford to live. And it's the slow road for me. I tell y'all all the time, it's the slow road for me. It's never going to happen, boom, instantaneously at one time. Never. It's the little trickles that fills the cup, not the gushing flow. If you set a cup under running water and it's just dripping in there, you can leave that cup, come back, it still ain't full. Until you forget about it, completely about it. You come back hours later and it's barely to the top. But you know, if you turn that water on full blast, you put that cup under that sink, it's going to take less than 2 seconds to get it full. It's the slow road. what people can't see. But you have so many of these stories. I showed y'all the one of the nurse. How is it that you're going to go save lives and you struggling? How is that even a thing? Especially when you don't have to be. And the crazy part is they're not even telling people like how to get ahead. Yeah, they giving you options for AI tools. Hey, this create images so they can steal your intellectuals. Hey, this is a new video generator. Make us content so we can make millions and you make minimum wage. Let me put this one on. This is the last one. I'm going to land the plane. I think I might have some more, but it won't be played today because I'm not going to hold y'all here long. I just want y'all to see reality. Yeah, I just want y'all here long enough to see reality. This is real happening all around you. They laughed at this woman who said that she got her whole work check and it went all to bills. And how she's like middle class. She has a Mercedes Benz and all of this. And they like, you complaining in the car because you can't afford your bills? Did you actually had to shortchange something? What about your hair? You could have, went without getting that hairdo. You can give that Mercedes Benz back. But who are we to tell people what they can and can't do? Yeah, you do need to get creative. But if you used to living or attaining a certain lifestyle, why shouldn't you be able to keep up with that? And you a lawyer, you a nurse, you a doctor, you have a credential. Why aren't you able to keep up? And then y'all throwing these tools. Hey, these do this and do that. But they're not telling you how to make money from them. Meanwhile, there's a whole silent audience y'all don't know about. When I tell you, I see millions of dollars being made every day, millions every day, millions being made a day. Now we worked all year and we just hit the million milestone. No. They release one video. It gets 12 million views. They have a CTA in that video. All that traffic, all those 5 million views. 10% of that converts. 500,000 people now land on your website where you selling a low ticket offer, $7, $17, $27. And they sell you out within an hour. People are doing it in real life with these AI tools. Let me go ahead and play this one. Because it's crazy. If you got them working in here to help us and take care of us, and they struggling, boy, look at here. Boy, look at here. Let me unpause it.
The overwhelming majority of us working class people are struggling. And I am one of the millions of healthcare workers who's living paycheck to paycheck. Some of y'all gonna be like, you make good money, you make good money. I do. But when I look at my check as a healthcare worker, I'm lucky if I get half my check after federal taxes have been taken out, after state taxes have been taken out, after my retirement has been taken out, after all of the shit that they charge me a la carte on my insurance, my vision, my supplemental disability. I barely get a little bit more than half my check. In this economy, the overwhelming majority of us working class people are struggling. And
so you didn't heard from several walks of life, several. You didn't heard from a Philippine or Oriental to begin with. You heard from an African American woman. You heard from multiple ethnicities in the video where they living out of their storage facilities. And you done heard from another African American man. What do they all have in common? They live in America. They pay taxes. They work hard. And they still can't afford their life. I'm not talking about the lifestyle. I'm talking about their life. I can't pay rent. I can't pay my light bills. You notice none of that is going down. The cost of living has gone up. But your money ain't went up. And that is the problem. If you got something recycling your money, then you can be sustained. If something is pulling your money, you spending $500 a day, you need something replacing that $500 a day. That way you be on an equal playing field. Something's taking 500, something's pushing 500. They meet in the middle. You on an equal playing field. That's the name of the game, cousins. You got to have something else. And I ain't going to spend a whole long time here lecturing y'all. I literally came here and built out a digital product to solve that nurse's problem. And not only solve his problem, but solve hundreds of others, if not millions of others, or thousands of others. I'll take whatever. Instead of you trying to work and grind with your muscle, I'm going to need you to come over here and put something together. It's just that simple. I'm going to need you to come over here and put you something together that's going to solve somebody's problem. So when we think about starting a business, you want to think about, oh, what kind of business do I need to start? Oh, that seems like such a daunting task. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you would have got started a long time ago, you'd be in a better position right now. Every day that you wait, it's going to cost you a lot more to get caught up. Every single day. If you got started 6 months ago, you better be in a better financial position, physical position, mental position. You be in a better position. Because what comes with unpreparedness is fear, anxiety, depression, hopelessness. All those things batter your body and reduce your quality of life. But if you ain't got those problems, you thriving. You feel good. If I'm not worried about how I'm going to get to work, if I'm not worried about how I'm going to pay this bill, if I'm not worried about if they're going to serve me an eviction notice, I don't even know why they got court going on right now. Why are y'all still taking people to court? And you know what's sad? We don't own anything. So when we see our people get kicked out, or we see our people living in storage units, why don't we have nothing in place? So you know what? We'll work with you on a income-based. You feel what I'm saying? For 3 months. Why we ain't starting no transitional homes? Why we let these Indians come out here and start up senior care facilities, start up, what's the name of that one? They just got busted. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to tell you right now. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know why this thing be trying to. Okay. So look, they didn't came out here. This is in, I think it's Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm going to say Minnesota. You had a bunch of Somalian fraud. What did they go start up? Daycare centers. Why? Because the government pays real big for that. What else did they go start up? Autism centers. Why? Because the government pays really big for that. What else did they go start at? They started up restaurants. Why? Because there is a lot of money in the government sector for that. May 1st, they giving everybody guaranteed $1 million if you in the food industry, if you in logistics, transportation, where you can transport the food. They give it $1 million guaranteed to keep you moving in America. Guaranteed. I showed it to you. So they went out, they started opening up these daycares, these learning centers, these autism centers, these I think they like adult daycare. They're not called daycare, but they're adult care, adult daycare facilities. And they were literally getting millions of dollars to send back to Somalia. Out here in California. I'm not out here for no reason. I'm not out here for no reason. I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking, but I'm going to tell you it's going to be real close time to expose a lot of stuff that has happened out here. Real talk. These people that came over here and took over California. And when you start conquering the big cities, the little ones it's easy. Real easy to conquer. 100%. Out here they had hospice. Boy, they was running it up on the hospice facility. No patients even inside. Millions of your dollars, my dollars. And look what's happening to Americans. And they sending this money back to India, sending this money back to Somalia. When I tell you our wealth is being hijacked, I'm not talking about money. Because money does not equal wealth. Systems do. Systems do. So why we ain't got no non-medical facilities, such as hospice, such as adult daycares, group homes, transitional houses, daycares, autism centers, senior living assisted facilities. Why we don't have none of that? Greatest time for us to come together and buy an airline was when Spirit went out of business. But you know why we couldn't? Because we didn't have the money. Now we can fly and run our own airline. Why are we not in position to do that? You think that's only for white people? Do you think that's only for greedy people? Do we not think that God called us to take territory? Do you think that God put us here to just be lollygagging around, living the life that you want to? We have a purpose here, and that is to establish his kingdom. And guess what ain't going on in his kingdom? No sickness, no poverty, no inflation, no shortages, no lack, no viruses, okay? No famine, no droughts. We're supposed to establish the kingdom. We're here on earth as it what is in heaven. It ain't lacking in heaven. So why are we lacking here on the earth? Why is the devil out here blessing his children? That's out here doing his deeds, and we not even in position to help our brother get off the street, get out of the storage facility. Because we don't own anything. Everything about our life is rented. We're just leasing our life. And that is a problem. Ooh, thank you, Father. I don't know where that word was finna come from, y'all. I don't know where that word was finna come from. Probably from the pits of hell. When I talk about this stuff, I get so enraged. If y'all ever hear me say a cuss word, and I promise you, self-control is a fruit of the spirit. And I practice that religiously. I do. I used to know how to cuss you out real good. I break you down like a 12-gauge shotgun with my cuss out. It'd be real bad. But I don't believe you have to use those type of words to express yourself. However, when I get to talking about my people and seeing what had happened to my people and the pain that comes with that, it'll make you want to say a cuss word. So if I ever cuss, say a prayer for me. Just know that I'm so passionate and my passion comes from my pain. Okay? Don't judge me, because if you do, then you shall be judged. Judge me righteously. I'm not one of those, don't judge me, only God can judge me. If you see me heading down the wrong road, then judge me. Dr. T, you a believer. Come on now. Come on. We can't be doing that. I give you my permission. But I'm just sharing with you now because I'm 1000% real and transparent. When I talk about this hurts so bad that sometimes cuss words they want to come out, and I almost just said one. I tell myself I almost just said a nasty one too. Okay, nevertheless, because I'm angry at our people, I'm not gonna cap. I'm disheartened by our people. I'm tired of seeing the degradation and the decline of our people. And it is really, really hard, almost next to impossible, to get our people on board to move differently for themselves. Everybody is not out to get you. Everybody is not out with negative intentions. Everybody is not out here trying to hustle you. Everybody's not out here doing that. Okay. And I don't know everybody, but I'm sure I'm not the only one that genuinely comes from a place of love. And if you don't believe that, I dare you to go ask God about me. Because one thing that I do know, and two things is for certain, man can lie to you up and down all day long. A man, I could sit here and tell you a lie and make it sound believable. But God knows the heart of man. And that is what he judges by. If I'm wicked, he'll reveal it to you. And if I'm his servant sent on an assignment, he gonna reveal that to you too. 1000%. So I tell everybody, fact check God about me and my relationship with him. This is bigger than a business. I work on the back end. I got some stuff. I'd be so excited to tell my cousins because of those type of videos, scenarios, real life stories. People is fading away. And you know, one thing that really angers me is that you will be watching me for a very long time and then want to bring your arse up over here when it is an emergency. When you didn't waited too late and now you want to apply pressure to me. Hurry up, I need this done real fast. Woo, 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 woo. And when I don't respond because your lack of preparation does not warrant an emergency in my life, then I'm a bad person. But I don't work like that. I don't work like that. And I know, not only do I believe, I know that I know that I know. If God brought you here, because I didn't. If God brought you here, then I'm talking to you. And he's talking to you through me. He loves all of us. It don't matter where we are in life. He loves all of us. And it says, those who he loves, he also chastise. He also correct. If you on the wrong path, he will correct that path and keep on beckoning you to get on the right path. I'm going to tell you right now, ain't nothing going to save you. Nothing except what you do for yourself. If you know a blizzard is coming, it's your job to go get a tent, some hammers, nails, whatever it is that will preserve you through the storm. Yes, God gave us hair, but he does not comb it. He gave us teeth, but he do not brush them. He gave us clothes, but he do not dress us. This is a relationship. It's a partnership. If I tell you to move this way, your job is to move that way. And my job is to bless your obedience for moving this way. Because you don't know what I have prepared for you. And so we think, oh man, I don't want to buy that. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to learn that, as if your life is yours. It's not. You can't even control your breaths. If God wanted to take the breath that you're borrowing, you would have no choice but to give it back. We didn't create ourselves. And we don't get to dictate how we live in this life. God is looking for builders. Would you build safe places for my people? Satan, yes, of course, he gonna have him a field day with a lot of people who've been blinded by the God of this world. That's unfortunate. He gonna take a lot with him because we got free will. Ain't gonna be, I didn't know, I didn't really believe. Oh, the white man wrote the Bible. That's not gonna help you. Every man gonna give an account. Did you, not how many accolades you had, what address you lived at, the fancy things that you drove, how you were a good person who did good deeds all of your life. None of that will matter. The only thing will matter is, did you do what I called you to do? Not what your mama thought. Oh, we're a family of nurses. You ought to be a nurse. No. Did you ask? Is that my calling? Oh, you ought to play sports. You know your daddy was bad on that field. No. Was that child's calling? You were sent here on purpose. You have a mission to accomplish. And some of us wonder why we've been put into dysfunctional households and why we had to marry a certain individual and why we have to live in a specific place and work for a specific group of people. But how do you not know that your purpose was to be born into that family, to break every chain that held them in bondage before you got there, to reverse what that name means in that marriage, that there was wickedness in that marriage until you showed up with light and salt, that you're on that job to pray that boss through. You don't know. That you on that job to learn their skills because you're going to have your own business and you're going to need those exact skills. You just don't know. But you're here for a purpose. That's 100%. And we will not be judged. That's what the word of God says. We will not be judged on what we did and how big we did it or how small we did it. We will be judged on, did you do what I called you to do? I know this right here is my mission. I'm a watchman. Before I ever set foot on a social media platform, I was forged in fire, brought up in the wilderness. And I have not changed positions because positions can change when you get into a different tax bracket dynamic. Stuff can change. I'm telling you, it's easy to sin and it's easy to fall off. Nothing has changed because this has been my mission. If I go to my memories on Facebook, you're going to see a video pop up of your girl with this same message. Because this is the message she's giving me. And you know what? I don't care how many times you tap in. The message doesn't change. I don't care how much you ignore it. The message doesn't change. If God told you 10 years ago to write a book, He's going to still tell you 10 years later to write a book. If you wait 30 years, his same thing gonna be, I told you to write the book. If you wait 50 years, he's still gonna be saying, I told you to write the book. If you die and the book ain't written, right before you close your eyes, he's gonna tell you, I told you to write the book. He is the same today, forever, yesterday, today, and forevermore. He does not change. He's not gonna say nothing new, nothing different. I know everybody that is sent and assigned over here. You have been called to be the one. You cannot kick it with me. You cannot hang with me. People come and go a dime a dozen. You got to be chosen, beloved. I'm kidding you not. You have to be chosen to be drawn over here. That's a prayer I pray every day. If our paths are not meant to cross, we won't cross them. And if they are, then we will. Some of you guys are divine destiny helpers. God is giving you resources so that you can use those resources to fund his kingdom here on earth. And we fail because we start thinking, this is my stuff. No, he gave it to you because he can trust you with it. And then when he tell you to release it, when he tell you to invest it, you want to wrestle with God. Not knowing that your little bit is not enough to preserve what's to come. It's not enough. Your little bit is not enough. And a lot of our people will trust the banks and trust, these debtors over doing what God said. Oh, you don't need to be pulling that much out. Why? So you can invest it? So you can take it? I mean, you know what's going on the back end. That's why you're making the moves that you're making to go everything digital. The Fed now, blockchain, all of this stuff, the cryptocurrency, y'all now transacting with crypto, all of this stuff. You don't want me to take my money out and go invest in property. What would you like to withdraw $30,000 for? Because I put it in the bank. It's mine. Well, we have to report to the feds what you want to do with your own money. You have to fill out this form. That way, if they ever want to backtrack and keep track, come to your house and question you about your transaction, they can. That's stupid. That's dangerous. They can't do what they're doing to us unless we allow it. And right now, a lot of us is missing the moments to sit down and learn these skills and make what you need to make so you and your family can be preserved. We're supposed to be building an ark. You should have you some land where you can put all your people on that one compound. We're going to eliminate rent for all my family. My mama, my daddy, if they still living, my sisters, my brothers. We're going to just stay right here on this 1 acre. A half an acre can build half an acre of land, 2,400 square foot homes. That's 3 to 4 bedroom with a lot of room. 2,400 square foot. 9 of them could be built on a half acre of land. And the crazy part, cousins, is they paying you to build them. They paying you to build them. Right now, there is a crisis of people buying homes. And simultaneously, at the same time, there is a crisis of not enough homes in the United States to handle the population. I think they say, let's go have a look real quick. And I'm about to be getting out of your way because I got some other endeavors. Hold on, let's go check this out. That way you don't believe me, you can believe them. And like I was showing y'all yesterday, Trump said that 10 billion of our dollars will go to these people. His son-in-law, Jerry, Board of Peace, something Donald Trump created. 10 billion from the American taxpayers will go to Jared Kushner, his daughter Ivanka's husband, Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, Steve Witkoff, he also works in the finance up in the White House, Tony Blair, so does he, World Bank President AJ Banga, okay? And then you have Saudi Arabia, I don't know who from there, Egypt in on this, Qatar, Turkey, Indonesia, and Israel. And let me tell you this. One of the men on the board was convicted in Minnesota of stealing taxpayers' dollars, sending it over to Somalia to make weapons of mass destruction. He was convicted in a court. When it went for sentencing, the prosecution? The prosecution left out one thing. And the judge threw the case out for that one thing. Something so minute that could have been added right there in the court. It's not here. Case dismissed. Throw it out. Let that man walk free. And now he's on the Board of Peace. Imagine that. This is where our money is going to. Meanwhile, you got Americans up on here crying, saying that they cannot afford to live. Now, how many houses are short in America? Because of this housing shortage, they paying you to go buy land and build. On a half an acre, I can build 9 2,400 square foot homes and some tiny homes. I can have a park roped off for RV parking. Modular homes. Campers. Okay? It doesn't matter. I'm helping out the public and I'm helping out my people. I put a bank there, a store there, a school there. Anything that will benefit others, they will pay for it. They will pay for the land and the build. If you want to do anything in real estate, they're giving out so much money. As of April 2026, the U.S. is estimated to be short 10 million homes. According to a news report from the White House economists, while others estimates vary, including a 4.7 million deficit from Zillow and 4 million to 8.2 million in other reports. The shortage is primarily attributed to a decade-long deficit in construction following the 2008 financial crisis. We are almost 10 million homes short. And see what the government rewards. You want to get on the good side of the government? Then play by their rules. They control consumers, but they reward builders. Big time. It's a lot of money into that. I told y'all. Let me show y'all how to go start a non-medical home. If you want to get into the medical space, because the price go way up, but now you're going to need to have a team in place, people that can do G-tube feeding, people that can do, paraplegic work. Have a team in place. Make sure they get into their appointments, but they will pay you equally as well. To let grapists who are being released back into mainstream society, they can't live around schools. So rural area, they will pay to put them up over there. Transitional people get out of prison, being introduced back into mainstream society, they will pay you. Senior care, senior assisted care. Now, this is not a nursing home. This is for children who want their parents in an assisted facility where you can assist them if they need cooking or whatever. They get to hang out with some, other people of their age. Quality of life is still great. They just do it with other people. And then their rich children who don't have the time, or busy children who don't have the time to take care of their parent, will pay you really well. Medicaid, all kind of contracts involved with this. This is what we're missing out on. AI is creating millionaires. Contracting is creating millionaires. Credit is allowing you to leverage millions. You go ahead and get you some real estate. That allows you to make passive income, millions of dollars, millions. These are the things we ought to be going after. Things that's going to bring in that revenue. Rain, sun, cloudy, windy, tornado-y, hurricane-y, it don't matter. Virus-y, pandemic-y, inflation-y, it don't matter. This is going to move all year long. And one thing I love about the opportunities that I just presented to you is that they're all international, meaning you can be anywhere and make you some sales. And anybody can be anywhere, buy your product, and you making sales. Government contracting is global. They have initiatives to go build affordable housing in these second world countries, especially Africa. They get ready to have this big old soccer bowl. When I tell you they got contracts for that, hey, the soccer tour, whatever you call it, we need nice places for when these dignitaries come in. China, Spain, Thailand. There's a lot of Americans moving to Thailand, and they still want that American feel over in Thailand with a cheaper cost. Dominican Republic, Costa Rica. There's a lot of places that are expanding globally. So this does not just lock you into the United States. Transportation is global. That is going to be something that never goes out of style. We don't ride horses and buggies, not unless we're doing a photo shoot for a wedding. We drive vehicles. For the most part, right now they're creating a lot of autonomous vehicles. But for the most part, always going to need to be transportation. That's why we should have got that airline. Do you know we could have bought that for 1.3 and then when it got a contract for 10.9, like $1 billion? I mean, we are missing out on the greatest opportunity. Even though this wealth is being transferred out, we're supposed to be bringing it right back. Wait. You stealing our taxes? Okay, cool. We're going to go get them back in contracts. So a fair exchange ain't no robbery. You taking our taxes and you want to help those in Ukraine? Okay, let me go get a government contract. I'll send this stuff to Ukraine and you pay me $1 million to send it. You get my money back. Oh, you want to give me a $7 million contract to build emergency bunkers for the elite? Okay. I'm gonna find my boy to build the bunker for $2 million. Still got $5 million. With this other $4 million, because I'm gonna keep a mill. Go build 2 bunkers for us. Fair exchange ain't a robbery. When you go downtown, we going downtown too. Oh, you want us to build affordable housing over? Okay. $3 million for that project, cool. It's gonna cost us 1.5. We're gonna have the other 1.5 built for us. We'll be your neighbors called your competitors. Okay? We'll lower the margin down about $2 cheaper than what you doing. We know what you built. We got the blueprint. Come on, cousins. And all you got to do is be structured. People fear when they hear government contracts. Well, I got to pass. I don't want to be messing with that. Government contracts is not about your past. It's about your paper. Your paperwork ain't got no prison time, ain't been in jail, ain't on no probation, ain't got no child support attached to it. It's a new entity. It's not going to affect your government assistance because it's a separate entity. It's not yours. Okay? Technically, it's another entity. That entity made $1 million, not Tawana. That entity did $2 million, not me. That entity has its own social security number. Can't put it back to me. Doesn't belong to me. Okay? I'm going to let you beautiful people go. I got some opportunities for y'all. Y'all ready to hear them? I want to help you make you some revenue so that you can do these things. They say by the summertime, gold will be 6,000. And when I tell y'all, if all we had was 1 ounce of gold, we would be okay. To hell with going to concerts, buying shoes, buying out to eat, stuff that's killing us, stuff we can actually go back and do later on. You should be disciplined enough to say, wait a minute, there's a lot of things happening. Let me just take this little time to establish, set some stuff up, and then I'm going to go ahead and jump out the way or get back to what I was doing before. But I'm going to take this time right now to just set something up. Whether I need it or I don't, it's working for me. No big deal. I'm going to take this time to set something up. If y'all come with that, I got a plan B at least. You're supposed to have a plan A through Z. But at least if you have a plan B, your household won't go down. You 1 paycheck away from absolute poverty. Sleeping on the street. Imagine that. I want you to hear me with your heart. Imagine you've worked hard all your life. Something just happens that is outside of your control. You can't make it to work today. You could make the appointment to continue the assistance. Whatever, something happens. You stop getting that paycheck. Your whole house is disrupted. People are literally a day away from homelessness because of something happened that life be lifing and we have no dang on control over it. You can't play me to, you cannot pay me to play. You can't pay me to play around. I was homeless with my children like in my 20s. And that taught me a lesson. Because I was on welfare. And instead of paying all of my bills, majority went to rent, some went to utilities, and some I just wanted for myself. I waited a whole month to get this little $500 Some gonna have to wait. I'm at least keeping it 100. I ended up homeless. And the Lord had to show me, wait a minute. You pay your rent first. I don't care what you talking about, what you got going on. I had to live with somebody for like 3 weeks. It was pure hell. And I learned all the way from back then, I'm going to pay my rent. I'm going to pay my mortgage. I'm going to have me somewhere to stay. Say what you want to. You broke. No, I handle business. My lights is on. I got food and I got somewhere to stay. But for a lot of people, that homeless life is not what that lady said. And I told y'all when I came out here to California, that demon was trying to make us homeless. Start locking up my funding and stuff. Bank put $1 million freeze on my account. Vehicle tires pop like 3 times in a row. Car wasn't working. I mean, you name it. We in hotels trying to save lives and hide from this person, this stalker, this gang that this stalker is connected to, that this person got stalking, the person we protecting. It was just too expensive. In 1 month, $10,000 on a hotel. I said, dang, it's more expensive to be homeless than to be put up. With these hotels, you got a incidental fee by the day. So you got the hotel price. Then you got to leave $50 to $100 incidental every day. That don't come right back to your card. You got to pay for parking at some of these hotels. I'm like, what? Then if you want a decent sized room, you got to get a suite. That's more money. Then you living in there, you got to buy out to eat. There's no way to cook unless you get a suite with a kitchenette, which is more money. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't want that for my cousins. I don't want that. When I tell y'all, and this ain't no, I got to say this, because if you don't say this clause, they come back and they don't like you saying this on platforms. So I cannot make no guarantees. How you work it is how you work it. You just seen Brother Cliff in the chat say, I made another sale today. He sold another. He's making money for himself because of something he took and set up that now he can sell over and over and over again. You can learn one skill that'll change your life, change your family's life. You can have one digital product that everybody needs, and these are the reasons why I bring y'all what everybody wants. I done did the research. I bring you what everybody wants. I'm having a workshop, and I don't want money to be a barrier, okay? So when I say this is only for you if you live. If you are not live with me right now, this does not pertain to you. Don't even think about asking. I'm having a workshop where you will learn how to set up your own agents, create digital products, let AI do the marketing. You understand me? Things that people in small businesses are paying thousands of dollars for. If all I do is show you how to make graphics like this, okay, like what you see behind me, for people that go live on their YouTube channels, it's called a background. Okay, your thumbnails. If that's all you did, hey, I sell a bundle of thumbnails, 5-pack for $50, for $100. I'll create your thumbnails, sell them to you Monday. A 5-pack is Monday through Friday. Okay, if you want 20 of them, pay me $250. And when I tell you that these thumbnails will come out in 60 seconds or less, literally, you can have this done within 15 minutes and you just made yourself $250. You can go create somebody a digital product, sell it for $3. You get 1,000 sales, you did $3,000. I'm going to teach you multiple ways to get paid. And I'm not talking about no little trickle of income. I'm talking about rapid revenue. I show y'all, I talk to y'all, I tell y'all all the time. I did $1 million online 3 years in a row. And my goal is so insane that I'm not going to speak it here. I don't care what the enemy has tried to do. I just told my husband, we've been gone from our house for almost 6 months. And because the enemy played with me, I will not leave here empty-handed. Trust and believe. You got to pay me. I'm getting some of that Gov cheese when I leave. That's 100%. Creating some programs for them right now. You're going to give me my Gov cheese. Since you thought you was going to steal from me and make my family homeless. No. And putting the people in the right position so that when we leave, we're out of here. Making sure my family is good. Because there's been a lot of things going on in the background. Even as we speak, things are going on. But because it's time to build, any city I enter in, I come to take territory and possess the land. Okay? Didn't even know about the tax lien sales out here. Got the whole scoop on the tax lien sales in California. California is one of them hard cities to kind of go buy land. No, we already got it on lock, okay? And honestly, I'm just looking for builders. If your credit is bad, let's get it together. And then let's go get this funding so that we can build the appropriate way. If you want to build in Idaho, Boise, wherever, Michigan, that's fine. You got to know how to build. I got connections and access to people you would never meet unless you go through me. Because they don't shop where you shop. They're not in your environments. They don't work in your workplaces. People with powerful access, their own bankers, construction. You want a new house built? You can have it built in 3 months. What? We got the works. And we didn't just go get the works so we can say we have the works. We went and got everything on the team that we need. You want to become your own bank and make your whole family bankable? And y'all all use IULs and then put that money into a trust? I got you. Everything. You need access to the contracts? Okay. You need some past performances? We're going to hook you up with sis right here. She got 20 years in the game. We're going to make sure you get that contract. 100%. We're going to show you how to build out a course so you can sell to your local government for their workforce connection program. Teaching AI. They paying $3 million for the next 3 years to make America AI ready. How you going to make America AI ready and you don't know AI yourself? So this workshop will be teaching you how to build apps, teaching you how to build websites, teaching you how to build stores, teaching you how to build agents, and teaching you how to build digital products. All of these things, you can charge what you want to. And you can automate the entire process, meaning we set it up once, and then we go ahead and we automate it. That way, when we set it up and we automate it, our hands is off. It just makes money for us. It goes and do what it got to do once we set it up. I created it, drag, drop. Okay, go put it over here on this store. I got the content. Okay. Matter of fact, while I'm right here, oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Because while I'm right here, let me see something. I'm not a real good iPhone user, so I was trying to make sure I turn it on the right way. Okay. I'm going to take this phone. Okay. While I am talking to y'all, you put it up here on the screen. While I'm talking to y'all, I'm going to go ahead and hit record and record me some content. I don't even got to be on the camera. Okay. Just sideways talking to y'all. Just like that there. I don't like that it's facing this way. Hold on. Let me move this real quick. Just want to show y'all how simplified this really is. And it ain't never been this simple. All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to count it down. And I'm going to say something like this. Hold on, let me get my little script. Since y'all see me build out the nurse thing, this is literally all you have to do. We created it. Y'all see me create it live. A nurse's guide to burnout, how to make extra income without adding another shift or using your time, right? I built that out with y'all right before your eyes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a script, a video script. Try to hide that. Hold on, cousin, over here. All right. Hold on. Oops. So I want y'all to see how easy this is. I gotta scroll all the way down to the bottom. Hold on, cousins. All right, here we go. We set that right there. And then I'm gonna start this now, okay? And I'm just gonna read this little script. That's it, real quick. See if I can turn that around. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. How many more shifts can you mentally survive before burnout completely breaks you? You're exhausted, you're overworked, and somehow you're still struggling financially. And let's be real, you don't have the time, energy, or patience to learn a whole bunch of tech either. So I created something just for you, beloved. Done for you digital products are something that nurses can start selling immediately. I already created the lead magnets for you, the templates, the content, the branding, the system. So you don't have to build it from scratch. You literally just plug in your name, you personalize it, and you start building another stream of income. No overwhelm, no confusion, no spending months trying to figure it out. You don't need another shift, sis. You need another strategy. one that gives you more peace, more options, more freedom, and more income. If you're a burnt out nurse ready for another stream, just go ahead and comment that word ready, and I'll send you the Done For You Nurse income system. Peace. Okay? So, go ahead and set this down. And just like that, I'm not even looking at the camera. Hold on, let me make sure. I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm looking at y'all. I'm talking to y'all. But I can use this content. How many more shifts can you mentally survive before burnout completely breaks you? You're exhausted, you're overworked, and somehow you still struggle with financial. And let's be real, you don't have the time, energy, or patience. So now, a whole bunch of techniques. I have something to sell. I created something just for you, beloved. I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm not even talking directly to them. I already created the lead magnets for you, the templates, the content, the branding. So if you have an issue with being on camera or whatever the case may be, that solves your problem. Ain't nobody caring about what you looking like on camera. They care, can you solve a problem? So I want to invite those that are on the live. Okay? I was going to do it just one day, but it's so much that I want to teach you. I want to at least let you leave this workshop. I want to at least let you leave this workshop with a $10,000 blueprint, a $10,000 plan to make your first $10,000 in the next 30 days. Period, period, period. All set up with you and automated. So there is no excuse for you not to make you $10,000. It's getting ready to be Father's Day. Just on that alone, you can make $10,000. Selling Father's Day templates, Father's Day photo shoots with AI. All you need is a couple selfie pictures. Bro, I will put you in Dubai. I will put you in a dress down, bust down Tatiana suit. You understand me? A brim. Where you want to be on a 64 Cadillac, it doesn't matter. I want to show you. And initially, I said the fee or the investment would be $197. If money is an issue, it's not an issue for me. Me teaching you the skill that will be able to pay you and your baby's bills is more important to me. Now, yes, you're going to have to pay me for my time. So I'm not making it free. I cannot give you something that did not cost me nothing. It cost me and still costing me. The monies that I do receive, I spend them back into investments. Because for one, I'm not going to be left behind. And for two, I'm not going to no digital system and no digital prison where people get to control and dictate whether my kids eat worms or genetically modified food. I don't think so. Am I using a mic or just my phone? I'm just using my phone. Sound good, huh? Best phone to have to record is the iPhone. That's the only reason why I have one. I am an Android user to the heart. You can't convince me otherwise. And another thing is, you always want to use your back-facing camera to record content. You get a better view. But the microphone, the high definition is just immaculate. Y'all see how crisp that is. Probably can't see it from here, but that looks good. Okay? Come on, phone. Stop being stupid. That looks good. That looks good. To the side. So I want to invite you guys. Can I teach you how to make money? Yes or no? How many of y'all would love for me to teach you at least 5 to 6 income streams that will guarantee you make more than what you've ever made on a job? Okay? Like I said, I have to say this clause because the TC, you put the other initial, the alphabet boys. They don't want you out here making claims and all of this stuff. Your girl know it works. I stand 100% down on that. I stand 1,000% down on that. It works. And I got a lot of receipts. But I have to tell you, my results may not be your results. It's based on what you put into it. But I'm going to teach you what to put into it. Matter of fact, I'm not just going to bring you to a workshop where you just hear a whole bunch of information and nothing gets done. No. We're going to build it together so you leave with a $10,000 playbook. You're going to know exactly what to post. Everything's going to be done. We're going to schedule it. We're going to build it. We're going to schedule it, automate it, and we're going to get paid from that. How many of you guys want to attend for $97? It's about an hour to an hour and a half for 5 days with your girl, Dr. Worlds, Monday through Friday. Okay, it's probably going to be, I'm still here in California, so on Pacific Standard Time. It's going to probably be somewhere around 3 Eastern, 2 Central. What is that? 12 Pacific Standard Time. Okay. If you are not able to attend live, it's cool. You get access to the replays. Initially, it is $197 off this live, okay? My kids are getting, I'm getting ready to get off, but I don't want all this background noise. They got their phones. So I'm going to let y'all hear this real quick, okay?
Hey, Mommy.
Hey, Dan.
What's that? My oranges.
Thank you.
And if you're going to trust God, you cannot lean into your own understanding. You can't lean into what looks pretty, what looks perfect. You can't lean into what makes sense to the naked eye. You can't lean into what everybody's telling you to do. If the Father is leading you to go in a certain direction, into uncharted territories, to conquer in an area where you have never conquered before, the time is now to rise up and make it happen. Moses had to.
Time is now to rise up and make it happen. Right now, okay? If you guys want to be a part of that, just let me know by putting the one in the chat. Show me, Dr. T, how to be able to pay for my living, okay? It's not just going to put you in a place where you can pay for your living, but it's also going to put you in a place where you can actually go and invest in assets that will ensure me and mine will always have somewhere to live. Me and mine will always have something to eat. Me and mine won't have to worry about being put out, evicted, not being able to afford this. Me and mine won't be able to do this because now I'm ahead of the game. I have a skill that will pay me. We still need physical skills, but more than ever, we need digital skills. Okay. I'm going to pass by that. I have the 4-day credit sweep and the $200,000 funding play. You guys can grab that for $97. That would allow you to sweep your credit on all 3 bureaus and then go ahead and run up the funding play once it's swept. It's a 4-day sweep to erase your negative debt, your history, all of that stuff, okay? It makes you bank ready. The sweep only makes you bank ready. What's the difference between traditional disputing and the sweep? The sweep makes you bank ready. The hard inquiries gone. The late payments, the negative remarks gone. Okay? The derogatory accounts gone. All the things that prevent you from getting funded is swept. And then you turn around and you run this $200,000 play. Go get $100,000 from Amex. Go over here to this bank right here. They're going to give you 75,000. Hey, go get this vehicle, okay? Put it in your business name. Liquidate it. I mean, I give you the drill. That's all I'm going to say. The 200,000 fund in play and the 4-day credit sweep you can have for $97. And I might even include the 24-hour hard inquiry removal, okay? The wealth bundle on this live, y'all can get it for $47. It got CDFI lenders, how to start your own virtual office, virtual assistant business, how to fix your credit, okay, what banks is actually going to fund you, how to make $10,000 in 30 days, how to do $100,000 in a month, how to get contracts for rental cars, high maintenance rental cars, how to start Airbnb, how to start eToro. It's a lot inside of this wealth bundle. I normally sell it for $97. You can actually have it for $47 on this live. Okay? Let me know if you want that. Instead of putting numbers, just let me know. Hey, I want the workshop. Hey, I want the credit bundle. Hey, I want the wealth bundle. Okay? Also, you guys for $47 can get the medical courier and the 2K a day or 2K a week play that goes with the medical courier. Right now, they are paying a lot of money, especially if you got a certain credential, meaning HIPAA. You took your little HIPAA test. They paying you a lot of money. Okay, $5,000 to go pick up a heart. That's if you want to do that. You can go ahead and get your, hazmat, HIPAA. You get certain certifications. If you don't, you can pick up donuts and blankets from the hospital. You can go pick up storage files, drop them off at the storage for $200. But you get the medical courier app, who's paying the most, and you also get how to make you $2,000 in a day. What apps is the best ones to go to? Who's paying the most? What the strategy is? You can get that for $47. I also have the money list. Has over 150 ways for you to make money in 2026 using your phone, participating in surveys, playing games, getting access to funding, even if you have bad credit, whole 9 yards. Okay, it's inside this money list. If you got an iPhone and you take pictures of nature, if you got a dog, okay, all kinds of ways to make money, 150 different ways to make money. And I've shared with you guys before, my mom plays one game from this list and have already won clearly over $3,000, $4,000 in the last, I say 3 or 4 months. I want to say in January, she hit real big for like 2,000. She just hit for 500 and everything in between that she probably don't even tell me about. But practically every time she win and she win real good, she let me know. Man, I won. I'll be like, okay, mama. She's on disability and need extra income. Straight up. So I put my mama on. But you guys are able to get that money list for $47. Moving over into some mentorships, and then I'm going to let y'all go, okay? Y'all got to excuse this cough. It's wet, and it's been around for a very long time. I did warfare on it, socked it upside and downside, took communion, and even my husband. We've been trying to get rid of this demon, this California demon. That's why we left here in the first place, all these germs and diseases. But I am the healed of the Lord, and I just gotta let it ride its course. Excuse me when I cough. Now, I do have some done for yous. I have 2 spots. I will build you out a fully digital product. I will have your store created for you to sell the digital product, and I will set up your social media page to run ads, to your digital product so you start making money as soon as it is done. It can be done for you in as little as 7 to 10 days. Okay. The time to get the page and to grow the page and create the product, create the store, set everything up, will probably take about 7 to 10 days, especially with what I have going on, my teaching and all of that stuff in between. But I do have 2 spots. I will build it in whatever niche. And I have over 100 niches that people are desperately crying to solve their problem. Help me stop smoking without withdrawals. Help me boost my testosterone without taking any type of, dietary supplements. Help me with my newborn. Postpartum is getting the best of me. That's a big thing. It's really a very, very big thing. If you're a mother who's dealt with postpartum, everybody don't make it out of that. That's a big thing as well. So it's over 100 different niches where people are looking for resources right now. One in particular that I'm selling is how to make 10K in 30 days. And this ain't got nothing to do with digital products. This is just with them getting funded in 30 days, even with bad credit. Literally. 500 credit score. How to get access to 30K in 30 days. Is a digital product to give you all the sauce. Somebody can just purchase that. Okay, I want to purchase that one already. Okay. But I only have room for 2 to do a done for you. I do have a couple of other ones that is already pre-made. I have a dog, for pet care. So a lot of people that have dogs and they want to know how to groom their dog because they can't afford to go to the groomers anymore. I have one already built that is a very big niche, and that is a very lucrative niche because people have dogs and they treat their dogs just like they treat their children. So I have one built out already for that. $497, fully done for you. You don't have the time, let me build it for you. Okay. Also, I have a done for you where I will do your credit. Okay, I will get you together in a credit, whether by sweep or whether by structural recovery using consumer law, to have negative items and different things of that sort removed on your behalf. Once we remove the age and the account from your credit report, then we need to boost your credit report. We need to boost it. And so we need to add that age back. So now we add a $15,000, $20,000, $35,000, $50,000 trade line, which pushes your score from like a 500 to an 800. Get you in the 800 club. After a 720, you ain't gonna be denied. And then we go ahead and we go to Chase Bank because they don't do no docs. They don't even want docs. They just want you to have a 720, and they don't want you to have so much hard inquiry. So we make sure we get you together. The whole entire process takes about 30 to 45 days to get you where we need to get you to. But we will go ahead and sweep you. Then we will go ahead and boost you, sweep, remove the negative items, boost you, add the trade lines. So it looks like somebody else already lent you 50K. Somebody else already lent you 35,000. You're not a liability, you're an asset. And then we go after that big bag. Okay? We go after that big bag because that credit is A1. And then we show you how to do funding stacking. So one run can get you almost $500,000. And then you turn around and run that play on a second run the next week. You sitting at $900,000. Okay? I have the done for you, fully done for you credit, repair, boost, restoration, increase, whatever you want to call it, and funding for $997. Done for you. Only 2 spots available. We will get started right away, literally. Okay. And then go ahead and go after this funding. Even while we're waiting on your credit to get where it needs to be, I'm still going to go after funding on the front end. I'm definitely going to go after funding on the front end and get you some what do you call it? Fintech or either CDFI money funding on the front end. Okay. And then show you what to do with that. Hey, go buy you a income producing asset. And then we take that to the SBA and ask the SBA for 250K. So we work together, okay? But I do the heavy lifting for you. That is $997. And then I have the family of millionaires. There's 3 spots left. Okay, only 3. Started with 5 to 12. 3 spots left, and it's time to take off. The investment in here is $997. But what I'm going to do is I am going to show you how to get yourself $250,000 in 30 days, guaranteed. Okay, I'm gonna give you access to systems. I'm gonna give you access to software. I'm going to also show you how to set this up so now this becomes your business, because this is where that big bag is at. The big bag is you helping people find money. And when you help people find money and it's automated, and let me explain to you what that means. I'm going to show you what banks to go to get approved, how to set it all up. I'm going to give you the whole rundown, and we're going to build this thing out. Once we build it out, you get your 250K, because it's available for you more than that, depending on which route you go. You're going into real estate, millions of dollars available for you. You're going into startup expansion, you can get 250,000, 300,000, whatever the case may be, right? So I'm going to get you funded $250,000 on the front end. You're going to have access to the bank reps. Call this person right here. This is a bank rep for Chase. This is a bank rep for Whoop De Whoop. And they'll go ahead and get your clients approved. You'll know exactly what they need for them to go ahead and get your clients approved for funding. Then we go ahead and set up your machine, your automation. So now you ain't dealing with nobody. Put something out there. Hey, you got a 620? You don't have no new accounts, no negative accounts, and no more than 2 hard inquiries. I can guarantee you get your proof for $50,000. Comment the word below. And then they comment. And when they comment, now automation kicks in and sends them a form to pre-qualify them. If they pass, then they go on to get on a phone call with you. You get them funded. It's not, oh, can I get them funded? No, by the time they make it to you, or by the time they make it to your system, if you don't want to be on the phone, by the time they make it to your system and you get them approved for $50,000, that's a $5,000 payout for you. You got them approved for $100,000. That's a $10,000 payout for you. We charge 10%. So you get all the contracts, you get, all of the agreements that you need. You get the software and the system that will qualify them or put them on a list where you can offer them a digital product that will help them get to the point to where they need to come back to you. Okay. Family of millionaires also give you access to land for the very low. I'm not talking about a little bit of land. I'm talking about acres of land that you can turn around and in turn build a compound on it. You can sell some. You can lease some for conservation. I mean, there's so many different things you can do with it, because this is a lot of land. Land near lakes, land near ponds and rivers. That's always a plus. And this type of land comes with its own water rights, its own power rights. So you can just let somebody use their solar panels on your property for a year, make $1 million for them just putting their solar panels. Put billboards up to advertise businesses. So many different ways to play with that land, but you get access to my direct connect. So you can go buy you some land and put as little as $500, $1,000 down on 20 acres of land. And then show you how to expand and scale that so no money never comes from your pocket. That is a $997 investment. As I said in the beginning, my time is up. Any questions for me before I go? I don't want to be rude and act like y'all not important. Okay? But as I said in the beginning, every time I sit down here, I know I'm sent on an assignment. Whether you here or for there. That's something that you have to give an account to with the Lord. When the crap hits the fan, ain't gonna be no, Father, help me. What am I supposed to do? No, He gave you ample time and opportunity and space to get yourself in a different position. Why? Because a father warns their child, and so does a mother. I'm not gonna let my kids stick their hands in plugs because I know that that could kill them. I'm gonna teach them about not walking into the street because I know that can kill them. So I warn them. And then if they don't heed my warning, I gotta pop them to let them know to associate. I'm gonna whoop you if you try me because it's really protection. Father warns us, and we see all the warnings blazing red. And it's time out for excuses. People will say all day long, I don't got no money. Put your stove to use. Put your stove to use. Bake some cookies, some brownies, some Rice Krispie treats. Make some tacos, a spaghetti dinner. Put your stove to use. Go in your closet. Sell what you can fit. Get very creative and say, you know what? I'm going to get exactly what I need so that I don't fail on the back end. Okay? And because I have offered these opportunities to you guys quite a few times, I will not be offering them to y'all. I'm trying to bring y'all with me. Not everybody want people to come with them. They want to sit in a position of superiority over the people. That is not my portion. You can come with me now if you like. Question: if a person doesn't have no credit at all, how many trade lines are needed and amount of trade lines to be effective for entertainment purposes? The effective range of an excuse is, oh, in my army days. Yeah, it's zero. Yes, yes, yes. I said, oh, but the effective range of an excuse is zero. For real, for real. So if you don't have credit, it just really depends on how you stack the trade lines. A $10,000 trade line might not move the needle for you. So you got to do it strategic. Add the right amount with the greatest history. If I got a trade line on my credit, this is how you fix your credit. This is how you fix your credit. Most people don't know that. Go put you a trade line. This is how you fix your credit. If you got $75,000 in debt, go put $75,000 worth of trades. Level the playing field. The positive outweighs the negative. We balance. I literally hide my debt to income ratio. So that's how you do that. But it's really about strategic stacking. Any other questions? Let me pray us out. Father, I thank you that you didn't send me here for nothing. That you sent me for your people. Father, I pray that they hearken and obey and heed your word, because only you, God, sit up ahead and you see. You sit up high and look ahead. Only you know what's coming. Thank you for warning us and allowing us to see the signs that you said you would give to us. I also thank you, Father, for building the right people. If these are not the right people, then, Father, let them get lost in the sauce. Let them move around. Go find other things to do. But you called me to work with your kingdom. And to work for your kingdom, we will work together as one accord. Send them. Those that hearken, those that listen, those that obey, those that are not playing with these demonic systems that are trying to ensnare and enslave your people. Father, I cry out to you on this day. Send them if they got to come from Guatemala, if they got to come from Hong Kong, send them. This is not a one-man mission. And whenever you call for work, you call for the nation, the tribes to come together collectively. Father, America has made people selfish and greedy and self-centered. If it doesn't apply to them, then they can care less about everybody else and anybody else. Father, if you got to send them from Liberia, if you got to send them from Nigeria, the word of the Lord was, the harvest is plentiful, but pray to you that the harvest don't go to waste, because it is bountiful, it is plentiful, but the laborers are few, God. The laborers are few. So that is my prayer. I have done exactly what you have asked me to do with your people, and will continue to do so as you lead. But Father, don't send me nobody that don't want to build. Don't send me nobody that's comfortable in these systems. I did not ask for vengeance. I did not ask for death. I asked for purpose. That we will be able to build systems to get out of their system, where they stop doing this to our children and our loved ones, our spouses, etc. What the enemy has planned to do, may it backfire. And may you send your people from all over the globe. Give me the strategy to reach your people all over the globe, and let them come, as Isaiah 60 say, ready to build. In the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach, I give you praise, honor, and glory. Amen. All right, y'all, I'm out. All praise, brother, all praise. I'm out. Much love to you. This live stream ends. So does these opportunities. Okay? That being said, peace.